G'day. Welcome. I suppose by now you've seen this, right?
Everyone get ready. Everyone get ready.
Well, at 300,000 views, it'd be unlikely that you haven't seen it by now. I also saw this and thought, I could get in on that. So I offered up a new mod that I was making, and I got a heart and a response asking me to send an email. So they invited me to the Discord for doing their things and stuff. And we're now friends on Discord, yay! Anyway, I got invited along to join this illustrious list of other people. Muye, who I've contacted in the past about collabs, and that almost happened. Ermin, who constantly turns me down. Why don't you like me, Ermins? Is it because I don't know how to pronounce your name? Wait, hold on. No, that's actually a lot easier now. So me and CarMighty had a bit of a back and forth, and then they gave me this comment, which I thought was fantastic at the time. Now I'm starting to think it's a little bit more like a, she has a great personality. So after the whole tire revelation, I went back and I actually made myself an improved version of this. I didn't get the mod ready that I wanted to have ready in the first place, but I ended up putting this together. I fixed the tires and all that sort of stuff, did a little bit of extra tweaking, but there was still some issues. Well, if I was to ever get overtaken, I mean, I'm in an F1 car, how could they ever overtake me?
It was beautiful.
It was Ermin, sorry.
Anyway, I decided I needed to fix the mirrors and whatnot, but I would take the night to do that. I would just give them this car as a stopgap in the meantime. And I had about 24 hours to do it, so I clamped down. I did major super fast work to get this thing amazing. And here was the final product. We got ourselves some mirrors, and guess what? We have working gauges with dials that are way too big. And there you go. There you have it. I've done a whole bunch of work to this car. And guess what? He doesn't run the server. So that means that he wasn't able to get this car in on time. Lie! Oh, now that's not the worst thing. Y'all know I like tuning stuff, right? Well, by default, the brakes on the rear are a little too strong. I will admit that. I probably could go and make the default actually better. But he said you can't actually change settings because it messes up with the replay stuff. So that's my racing excuse. I'm not a terrible driver, it's the brakes are unbalanced. You know what? Let me put it to you this way. I took this car back to Monaco after doing a whole bunch of tuning. I reduced the rear brake force in the tuning menu for this, and this was only after a few attempts. It was super duper quick. I went out cheap and dirty, just did a lap, and you know what? Well, here's the end finish line. Previously, my fastest lap was 1:56 with an older car. I couldn't get this anywhere near that time. But this time, Jesus, oh my God, what? Oh, whoa! Well, without further ado, this was my try to reach the ending at the same sort of time video that I did with CarMighty upon request.
Yeah, I cannot believe that a Formula car is slower than a...
Okay, yeah, it's also partly me. Come on. All right, I can see how this is gonna go.
I'm going to start in a second. Uh-oh, my handbrake, wait.
That car's so beautiful looking, Foreman.
Thanks. I spent a lot of time making it.
Even when you crash it, it looks good.
Well, I was having to reset too often, so I actually kind of made it like a bit indestructible, maybe? Now, we did attempt this twice. The first time, a lot of people crashed. And by a lot of people, I mean a lot of the time I crashed. And that kind of screwed up the whole result thing, and so many people were taken out, and yeah, I'll take responsibility for this one. There is something wrong with this car. It's spinning way more than what it was in practice. Has nothing to do with my skill.
Skill issue. Definitely skill issue.
The point I'm getting at is in practice I had brake tuning, but then when it came to the event it didn't because I didn't realize I couldn't do tuning. And this is a good example because here I was actually braking earlier than normal and a lot softer than normal, but I just wasn't prepared.
I'm getting close to the Lotus.
Oh, you are, yeah.
I can see you.
Yeah, I've crashed many a times. Oh God, I heard you.
Me screaming in my car. Ermin, how is it going?
so.
Ermin has crashed a long time ago.
Oh, fuck.
See? It's not just me. Even Mr. Nordschleifer himself crashed. But don't worry, I crashed again.
I'm right behind you guys.
I am coming.
He crashed.
What happened?
He crashed.
Hello. I've ruined your ending. I'm sorry.
I'll get you guys.
The final nail in this race was CarMighty himself crashed.
Holy
Whoa, Jesus Christ! Then there was a short intermission where this happened. Then finally the main event.
Go. I don't crash.
I don't.
You're asking a bit
Drive
much.
in a straight line. It's such a...
That is the.
Here's the annoying thing though, I don't get a whole lot of fun here, because there is a huge gap between their release time and my release time so then we can cross the finish line at the same time, but the person behind me is really close, which puts a lot of pressure on me, so then I can't ever be relaxed.
Go.
Alright. I can do this, guys!
10,
That cop car's like
5,
a
4, 2, 1, go.
This time, I will say I did a lot better, but that didn't make me immune to accidents.
Roman,
I'm off. I'm off.
I'm just gonna reset.
Okay.
Screw that.
Philman's a stinky cheater. Big stinky stinker cheater.
Yeah.
Who's cheating?
Look at him. Look at him.
No.
Sorry, I didn't see it on the rule list, so I think we're fine.
You cannot cheat.
The pigeon is loose. I repeat, the pigeon is loose.
We're all gonna die! Anyways, this track is about 8 minutes of just pure concentration, so I couldn't really make it entertaining, especially when I wasn't near anyone, and I couldn't get a word in edgeways.
Driving trucks and sucking and...
Annoyingly, once again, I crashed, and I was down for quite some time, and I didn't realize, but at some point, CarMighty got in front of me. But luckily, when it comes to the final straight, I do have higher speed. I'm gonna catch back up to you, CarMighty.
Renz, do you remember that
yeah.
speed because
I have
gave
you
me
in my
more
sights.
time?
This will
I gave him more time, man. Holy
I
shit.
will-
You
I will
catching
tell
up to
you
me.
one thing. I will tell you one thing.
Benjamin left.
And I'm coming for you.
So, unfortunately, I don't have the ending recorded because look how far away they are from me. But I wouldn't want to ruin it anyway. Go watch CarMighty's video when it comes out. He's a small little YouTuber and he needs every view he can get, and I'll do my part. I can't even keep a straight face while saying that. This hasn't turned out well for me. So I hope you enjoyed this small video that shone a little bit of a light into participating in a CarMighty video. I was so elated to be invited by such a huge YouTuber. Except I wouldn't be surprised if I'm never ever invited ever again. You know, due to my whole lack of consistency. But on the other hand, go check out the mod again. It is now new and improved. With the brakes and everything fixed, this vehicle is so much better to drive. Now, I know that this is not the track to take it on. I said that this was really only for like road realistic sort of cars and whatnot, but still, it's a lot of fun to drive around. I just wanted to wind down the video with this. Now, this vehicle is going to have a little bit of trouble around here because, much like people said when they were testing out the car, because everyone wanted to give this a try, they all loved it, was the fact that this car doesn't have enough downforce. So, oh my god! And to be fair, yeah, no, it does have a severe lack of downforce for what it should have. But this was when downforce was new. There was no ground effect, so it is quite realistic still. And, okay, almost stuffed that up. Yeah, the car should, would be a lot better with more downforce, but they didn't create that much downforce, and I tried to make this as accurate to what this car actually had in real life. The information is very vague, very spotty, and very inconsistent, and some things are just, you know, impossible. There's no multi-element wings as well, so it's all pretty limited. I probably should actually make the downforce even worse, like making the drag from the aero much worse at high speeds, and also making the detachment of downforce from this. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy this. This is a little bit of a wind down from the episode, just having a bit of fun. But for now, I'm just gonna finish off and call it a night. For you guys, I'll catch y'all next time. Goodbye. Please also allow me to ask all of the people that are new to the channel, subscribe if you like this sort of thing. This is a very different sort of video from what I usually make, but it is still me and this sort of energy. I hope you like it, and I hope you subscribe.